Hello beautiful minds and wonderful souls, and welcome to another episode of the Black Swan Mindset. My name is Bella and I'm gonna help you shift the only domino piece that truly matters, your mindset. Let me ask you something. Who is actually driving your car? Meaning, who is driving your life? Your partner? Your parents? Your friends? Or it's you? And if you are the one driving your life, are you in the driver's seat or in the passenger seat? Signifying that a certain version of you is on the main seat. But do you know which one? Is the best version of yourself behind the wheel? Or the version of yourself that carries all your fears, frustrations, insecurities, and regrets? In today's episode, we are going to tackle a very interesting topic, and I'm going to share with you the 5 main steps that will allow you to focus on yourself and only yourself without feeling guilt, shame, or unworthiness. How many of you thought or said at least once, "I am not good enough," or "I am not worthy," or "I don't deserve to be loved and appreciated"? I understand that at times it's getting difficult in dealing with all the challenges that life has to offer, especially when you are not focusing on yourself, when you are not putting yourself first, when your mental, physical, and spiritual well-being becomes an option rather than a priority, and you consider that if you would start taking better care of yourself, you would be completely selfish. But let me share with you an extremely simple fact. You can't pour from an empty cup. In order to understand why happiness seems unreachable for you, why regardless of how hard you try, you're not moving forward, why the more you struggle, the weaker you become, and why manifesting your dreams seems a fading future, you need to comprehend that you matter. Your physical and mental health are important. Your wants and needs are imperative. Your skills and talents are crucial for succeeding in life. But the thing that matters the most is your focus. So let's explore together the most important steps that will help you to focus on yourself. Step 1. Reflect on what you truly want. Imagine how your life will look like if someone else would design it for you without asking your opinion. If someone else would take the decisions for you without consulting you. If someone else would decide who you should love, what you should wear, who you should become, or the type of personality you should have, you will only be a spectator at your life story. But what if I told you that nobody has that kind of power and that kind of influence over you and your life without your approval? Therefore, discovering yourself is one of the most amazing journeys you will ever take. You have a daily opportunity to get to know yourself better. And how can you do that? Begin by asking yourself questions like, when am I the happiest? When do I feel the best about myself? When do I feel the worst? What do I truly want in every single aspect of my life? If health, time, or money weren't an issue, what would I love to achieve in this life? What would make me feel complete, connected, and unstoppable? And by acknowledging the answers, you will understand better your wants and your needs You will become aware of your deepest desires that have been waiting silently to be manifested into your reality. You will comprehend that every answer is just a piece from the entire puzzle. And have you guessed by now? The entire picture of the puzzle, it's you, the real you, the frightened you and the courageous you, the best version of yourself and the worst version of yourself. And the best part is that you can create the image that mirrors perfectly your true nature, and that is your authentic self. Now let's go further to the second step. Learn how to create a self-care plan. Caring for others, it's always a positive trait, but why not offer the same level of kindness, compassion, and dedication towards your well-being? Self-care allows you to turn your attention towards yourself in a fundamental way. Create a productive routine for your mental and physical health and maintain it. Pay attention to the signals that your body is sending and try improving your sleep pattern, your diet, maybe start exercising or just go for a walk. Spend time doing the things that you actually love and enjoy. Learn to nurture your body, your soul, and your mind in ways that make sense only to you, and recharge yourself as often as you can. Ask yourself daily questions such as, how can I improve my daily routine in taking care of myself? What does my soul need? What does my body want? What would I really love to do today? If you manage to implement this habit into your daily routine, you will be amazed by the improvement such small things can create. The third step. Learn to make small, sustainable changes. Maybe you want to master a certain skill, or maybe you want to have that slim fit body. Or perhaps you would like to start that business you've been dreaming about for years. The key to implementing a change in your life is represented by the first step you're taking towards that specific goal. And allow me to share with you an extremely important tip. The gap between where you are now and where you want to be is called commitment and consistency. And what do I mean by that? It's not enough to have an amazing business idea or only the desire to change something. The most important step is to take action and go for it. It doesn't matter how amazing your goal is if you are not going to do anything about it. You may think that you don't have enough time, or you are not good enough or experienced enough to start, but trust me, nothing can stand in your way if you don't allow it. You can do anything because you have the power, the will, and the inherent right to achieve your dreams. And the first step is to focus on yourself and start implementing that change. No matter how big or small or slow or fast, just start. And you will figure out everything else as you move forward. The fourth step is learning how to avoid the comparison trap. How many of you thought about your friends or colleagues or your peers? Things like, if only I had their mindset, or partner, or wealth, or style, or anything else, I would be happy too. But happiness can mean different things for different people. And even if you would have all of that, you don't have the certainty that all those things will make you truly happy. Is nothing wrong with aiming for similar goals as your friends or your colleagues, as long as these new ideas don't overshadow your existing values. The issue appears when you forget about who you are and what you really want and set other people's goals and dreams as your own. You get drawn into this endless race and you strive to become, to achieve, and to have more than them. And sometimes, even if you succeed, you don't enjoy your success because that was their right, not yours. And in the process, you gather so many negative feelings like frustration, selfishness, hate, anger, arrogance, and envy that at the end of the race, you barely recognize yourself. So instead of wasting so much time and energy, why don't you try taking steps towards your dreams and goals? And how do you know you're on the right path? Because when you are working towards your dreams and goals, you feel contentment, joy, peace, satisfaction, and fulfillment. You are in complete harmony with yourself, and you know that finally you have found your way. Also, try to avoid people who make you feel bad about yourself, either on social media or a daily basis. If you are hanging out with people who make you feel bad about yourself, rethink those relationships and limit your exposure to similar situations. Remember that you are an amazing human being and nobody can make you feel any less than that without your approval. What you should try to understand is that your journey is unique. It's yours and yours alone. And all of your lessons and struggles, your wins and losses, your strengths and weaknesses, your past and your present have shaped you into the individual you are today. And that's as authentic as it gets. The fifth step is learning how to set yourself as a priority. And let's reflect for a moment on that. We all have priorities in our lives, but how many of us put ourselves first? Sometimes we consider that if we dedicate all our time, efforts, support, and love to our dear ones, our jobs, our friends and colleagues, we will automatically feel happy and fulfilled. But the truth is that the relationship you have with yourself will set the tone for every relationship in your life. And one day you will realize that there are more summers behind you than in front of you. And you wonder, that was it? That was all my life? What happened to all my goals and dreams? How did I get so distracted for so many years? And the answer is quite simple. You made choices, and like every choice, the consequences followed. Maybe it wasn't the smartest choice, or the right one, or maybe it wasn't even yours. But remember, it's never too late to rebuild the relationship you have with yourself. It's never too late to fight for what you truly desire. It's never too late to focus on yourself and less on others. It's time to put yourself first, because you are as important as anybody else. And try to replace those feelings of guilt, shame, unworthiness, and selfishness with feelings of self-love, self-appreciation, self-kindness, and empowerment. When you are whole, you achieve more, give more, and love more. Remember that in order to become the best version you can be, your top priority should be you. Try to be aware of the fact that your personal power will always equal your perception about yourself, together with your willingness to take responsibility for your outcomes, plus your core values. To summarize, the 5 main steps in learning how to focus on yourself are: reflect on what you truly want, create a self-care plan, make small sustainable changes, avoid the comparison trap, and set yourself as a priority. Beliefs are self-fulfilling prophecies. Trust with all your heart that you are going to make it, and you're halfway there. I hope you have enjoyed this podcast, and if you found it useful, please give it a like or share it with someone dear. Thank you for listening, and if you have any questions, please let me know your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, remember that by shifting your mindset, you can change your reality. Enjoy the journey.